folks. Matt back looking clean. There's president and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience in the penny hoe.
Over here empty your pockets. I don't do that. They might frisk me, you know what I tell you?
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll go with a keeper. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got.
Ohio! Ohio!
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mahomes. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They go play action. Now Mahomes dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mahomes now on 1st down. They complete it to Hill. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They go play action here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. of the gun. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And now here comes Kansas City. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Well, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Mahomes now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Mahomes to throw on second down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And they'll run it here. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line. And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early. The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw, and that is incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him. I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one, had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around. Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Come on, let's go.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Pulled in at the 24. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they had it 4th and goal. Rolled the dice. Didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them. Try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They have more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. And now here come the Raiders. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. The 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point right down the middle. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And Callaway taking it in left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Throwing now is Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but they got his man complete. A big play on third down for the Chiefs. And even 60 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A gain of 6 there on first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now, as they come up on second and a couple. They'll run it again with Henry. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Raiders on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. come the Chiefs now. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They complete it to Hill. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now they'll run on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Drops it underneath to Thomas. And now running right through it. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. They go play fake. Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage.
Let's go! White 90!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set him back 5. Here now, Johnny Townsend. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now here comes Kansas City. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Mahomes now on first down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. On first down, Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He dumps it off for Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Ohio! Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Down carry for Henry. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. Stopped short of the 25, but that 2nd effort got him a couple extra. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved
did.
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Oakland, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.